Life is like cooking a big meal. To do it properly, you will probably make a lot of mess. But once you've made the meal and eaten it all up, you can't just leave the mess you've made. You've got to clear it up. This episode is about clearing up. This here is Borge and his intern, Dan. Borge runs an events and video production startup from his parents' basement in London. He had been doing so for about 12 months until he realized his company wasn't growing. He wasn't making enough money to live and he could barely pay those that were helping him out. At this point, he came up with a plan. I'm gonna do something slightly crazy. He had a bunch of ideas that would make for good videos, and so he turned them into a large social media campaign in order to grow and market the brand and sell tickets for 2 large events in London. Events that would raise the money needed to keep the business going. Fast forward a few months and all the ideas had been done. They had acted like fools on the London Underground, set up pop-up events on the White Cliffs, the South Bank, and on trains. Borge had shaved his head and grown a moustache. They had done the first event, which sold 215 tickets. It was madness. It was every week, it grew intense, and Borge was near breaking point.
I am burning out.
Everything relied on the final event on the 8th of July. This was the big money maker and the largest London event Borge had ever organised. The team was made up of 25 people and they had bought £1,600 worth of alcohol.
20 vodka, 20 gin, 20 rum. It's gonna be like, that's gonna fill half a bag.
How are we gonna fit everything in for the actual event on the big car? That's gonna be a nightmare. I'm a get it all into one kind of guy, if you know what I mean.
It's not hard normally. It's actually very easy.
There were many moving parts and the event was pure chaos. It was a huge organisation and the stress was really unmatched. You can see it on Borge's face right here and here. He was not having a good time.
We're here at the end of the night. Oh man, look at him.
I'm
look
wrecked.
At him.
Have you seen my eyes?
Oh my goodness.
I look a mess. I feel like I've experienced, like, a lot of these nights, I always feel like I experience so many different emotions. Except love. Now, did we hit the target? Well, the answer is yes. We sold 670 tickets across both events, and we made just over £15,000 turnover. We did it. So is that it? Can ECHT live on? Well, it's not that simple. I know. Borge had a similar reaction. A kind of bittersweet. This result did not mean that they had won, that they could retire from life, or that they had succeeded. They had simply reached the next step, and now the more important question was, what next? Well, the first step is clearing up. They're clearing out the office. Borge and his team had made a huge mess, and they needed to tidy it up.
Is that it? All these cardboard boxes in the back here are the leftovers of 6 months of plotting with ECHT. And we're now gonna take them away to recycle them for entertainment purposes. Now, this is not the only element that needed cleaning up. During the intense, busy period, Borge relied on a number of volunteers to help him achieve his goals. The endless videos and pop-up events led to disputes and fallouts in the team. And for one team member in particular, Borge's attitude really didn't sit right. That was Bihan. You see, Bihan was the head barman at the main ECHT event of the year, the event where 450 tickets were sold. He was responsible for the majority of the profits made on the bar, and as a result his ego had since inflated. He had become big-headed. He now believes he is better than Borge, and wants to take him on and overthrow him. Of course, Borge had other plans. Plans that would push Bihan over the edge, and allow his true feelings to manifest. Borge once again took things a step too far.
Borge!
He had invaded Bihan's house and his privacy, inviting whoever, whenever, to use the space to make his crazy ideas happen. This was the breaking point for Bihan.
What the hell's going on? Do this. Oi, oi.
What's up?
Come on, you know what's up.
What do you want, mate? What do you want? Come on then.
What's all of this?
You know the plan. We were going to do this.
We're going to settle this.
Alright then. Right then, let's fight. But let's do it on Leicester Square.
Fine. Will I get down?
So So, they got suited and booted and chose teams.
Let's pick teams.
Well, I've got Dan.
Oh yeah, you do.
Get over here.
I'll take Fat Tim.
I want Theo.
Oh, fine, I'll take Stephanie.
Nadia.
I guess I'll take that.
Then, they headed to the battleground.
What do we do now, Captain?
We fight.
This whole experience has taught a lot. There were many things Borge and his team of goons have learnt, but one thing is for sure. Certain things have to change. But before making those changes, one must clean up and make amends. In this video, we saw amends being made. The goals set out were achieved. But now, the real question is, what is next?
Okay, fine. But I get Daryl. Do not enter.
Why would anyone want to enter? That's so wicked.
I don't know why I said that. Gotta have my head protected. I don't want that rat B-hand to try and crush my head at any point. Because this is where the ideas come from. This is the brain.
What is your shoe measurement? Oh, yes.
Yeah, I could be doing like an artist thing.
That's what it is. Let's do a cheer.